Oh, you have to love competition in business, right? Yesterday, Carnival Cruise Line comes out and says, we're canceling diamond parties, we're canceling platinum and diamond parties, we're canceling Cucine del Capitano, we're closing shop, we're closing the chef's table through the end of June. And a competitor, Norwegian Cruise Line, comes out and stakes their claim and says, we're having cruise shortages too, but we would never change the customer, the passenger experience on our cruise line. You gotta love competition. We're gonna share what Norwegian came back and said to Carnival and everybody else. Plus, where does Royal Caribbean fit in this mix? And I will give you my 2 cents on this cruise staffing issue. Let's talk about cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Wednesday to all you Islanders. Welcome back to the show. Welcome to Island Time. I am your host, Derek, and I'm so thankful that you and I get to drop our anchors. Whatever's bothering us, whatever's on our minds, our plates, workload, let's drop it. Drop the anchors. Let's spend some time right here in the islands discussing cruising and cruise news. I'm excited because tonight I get to check in for my Carnival Dream, June the 4th cruise. It's 16 days before my cruise date. Platinum and Diamond, you can check in 16 days before. Everyone else is 14 days before. And I have some secrets on how you can get that coveted 10 o'clock time slot. Zone 1. Check out the video above. I go through live as I checked into my last cruise. I show you my tips and tricks so you too can be among the first group of people to board your cruise. You deserve it. Check it out. Let's get into cruise news. There's so much to talk about. The fallout of the news yesterday from Carnival Cruise Line comes into today as Norwegian points out, we too have staffing issues. But they share what they're doing. Royal Caribbean shares kind of what they're doing, and I have something for all of us to ponder and put in our think box at the end of the show today. Stick with us here. Let's get into this. Norwegian Cruise Line's Pride of America is sailing from Hawaii, and she returned in April. Sales have been great. The demand is there to cruise to Hawaii. Hello. Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii? Demand, though, is not the issue. COVID is not the issue. That's not what Norwegian is saying. They're saying the issue they have is staffing. Staffing that ship, having enough crew members to provide the experience that Norwegian brand and products wants to portray and sell and give to passengers. That is the issue. Our issue with Hawaii isn't one of demand. Harry Sommer, he's the president and chief executive officer of Norwegian Cruise Line. Similar to land-based properties within the United States, we have problems securing enough staff to get the ship up to full status, he says. Listen to these numbers. This is the approach that Norwegian is taking. Pride of America typically carries between 920 and 940 staff members. Currently, they only have 550, a little over half of the crew numbers they need to operate a full capacity vessels. So what is Norwegian doing? We saw with Carnival yesterday, their big announcement was capacity's high. We're going to leave it high on the big ships. We're going to cut it on the small ships. On the small ships, we're going to take some crew and we're going to put it to the big ships, and we're going to have full capacity ships. Along with that, we're canceling diamond parties, platinum parties, which, by the way, those people are VIFP, very important, fun people, but not important enough to have a party. Anyway, that's beside the point. But they're going to move crew, cut activities, cut Cucine del Capitano at night, except for on Mardi Gras, and that's their solution. Norwegian came out and said, you know what, we got the same problem, and here's what we're doing. We're going to limit capacity between 1,100 guests and 1,200 guests, said Sommer. We're not ever going to compromise the guest experience, Sommer said. He said, we're trying to do everything we can to hire crew members. It's interesting, though, that Norwegian did not point out the visa issue that Carnival pointed out. They said that they just can't secure the visas in the amount of time, how quick they need them. Norwegian didn't say anything about that. They did say, however, they're doing everything they can, including raising pay scales and attending job fairs to entice prospective crew members to sign that contract. They acted like they just couldn't find the people. So it's an interesting twist. It's an interesting response to what Carnival is doing. And Norwegian, frankly, said, we have crew issues too. We're cutting our capacity. Not only is Norwegian doing everything they can to attract and sign and retain top talent, they're also putting a stop sail on their cruise ships. Listen to this. As of yesterday, we have every voyage through the end of October on a stop sail. This is, of course, for cruises to Hawaii. So you can't even book this product before November right now. How about that? It's interesting. Carnival has their news yesterday. Norwegian comes out and says we have the same problem, but they don't mention the visas. They don't mention the visa problem. They don't blame it on visas, which I know is a problem. Like Carnival Cruise Line said, they just can't secure them in time. Instead, Norwegian says, you know what? We can't find workers. We cannot find workers, and because of that, we're going to a lower capacity on our ships. What do you think about this response here? What do you think about this news from Norwegian? Are they handling this crew and staff shortage better than Carnival Cruise Line? Let us know in the comment section below. That's where we want to hear from you. Make sure while you're down there that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to receive notifications when we upload content. I can't wait to see the discussion that's going to take place below. And I have to point out Royal Caribbean as well, right? Royal Caribbean is in the same boat or ship as Norwegian and Carnival. Royal Caribbean is so close to bringing all their ships back to the fleet. They were slower than Carnival was to bring their ships back, but the Rhapsody of the Seas is so close, and they too are having staffing issues on some ships. Certain venues or forms of entertainment are not yet open, so they're taking the same map here as what Carnival is doing, and the fact that we're going to close down some venues, close them early, not have them be open because we don't have enough crew members. Royal is citing the same visa issues that Carnival Cruise Line referenced just yesterday. We know it's an issue. It's just interesting to see how different cruise lines are navigating these waters differently. Now, my thoughts on this. In summary, remember why you cruise. Remember why you cruise. It's the environment. It's seeing other people and people watching. The food, the dancing, the music, the sunshine, the pool, hot tub, all of it. Remember that. That's why we cruise. Even if there are more people on board and less staff members, remember the reasons why you cruise. Take time to be still. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yes, you may have to get up and get your own drink from the bar. Maybe you wait an extra 30 minutes at dinner. And can that be frustrating? Of course it can be, but don't sweat that stuff. Enjoy that drink you're going to get. Enjoy the meal that's being brought to you that may take 30 minutes longer to get. It's still good. You're still on vacation. You're still at sea. Connect with those sitting around you. Maybe while you're sitting at that table for 30 extra minutes, you've got your family there. Interact with them. Talk to them. How often do we sit at our tables at home? If you're like my family, it doesn't happen enough. Embrace that opportunity to sit together 30 more minutes. Embrace getting up and going to sit at a stool at a bar and getting your own drink if you have to. I understand being wined and dined. We all want it. But look at this in a positive side. And I'll say this, service is better on a cruise ship than it is at home. I've cruised 8 times since the restart, and I love my little town. I love the service I get in my small town, but there's nothing like being on a cruise ship. There's nothing like being waited on and anticipating a great meal that you can't get at home. Remember to be positive. Let us know what you think of this video today. If you enjoyed the content, please give us a thumbs up. We can't wait to see and interact with you below right in the comment section. We will, of course, see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.